Well, would you look there? Would you look there? The time is coming. The time is coming where you can no longer play the right defense or play that lukewarm role or be half in, half out, because you are going to be made to decide where you stand. Because as sure as I'm sitting here, they are pushing to make the Bible illegal by putting a label on it called anti-Semitism. It is now, or will be, if this bill is passed, considered illegal to be a Christian, to be a Bible-believing Christian, because they're trying to say now that it is considered anti-Semitism to say that the Jews had anything to do with killing Jesus. It is seen as anti-Semitic, and they want to throw out the whole New Testament. Imagine that. Imagine that. We better get ready, because persecution is the soup of the day. And personally, if you ask me, and I know you didn't, but if you did, I feel like either you're going to have to bear your shame with this one or explain Revelation 2:9. You pick.
Are we set? Moving into position. Sir, ready to come check this out?
You have no idea what you're up against.
You're going to come with us. I didn't do anything wrong.
We have purified this country from the hateful words of the Holy Bible.
I didn't think it was going to be like this.
This feels really rushed, doesn't it?
Are you with me on this?
These people are starving for the real word of God.
They're walking away from us!
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Wakar Kwadash. All right. So as you saw in that trailer, all right, and also that bill that Esau Edom, the so-called white man, is trying to enforce, or pretty much enforcing. All right. That's not the only article that they have out there talking about banning the scriptures and banning what you can say. Trying to ban your so-called freedom of speech, all right, which is basically, going against, what they call the Constitution, okay, that everybody, pretty much praises, that these nations praise, all right. So they basically breaking that, all right. You had the movie trailer called Disciples, okay, and this goes hand in hand, all right. They're actually trying to ban the Bible, and they will, okay, and that's just Esau prophesying unto the people. Okay, so as you see here, all right, here's a scripture. All right, this is Isaiah chapter 42 and verse 9. It says, "Behold, the former things are come to pass, and new things do I declare." It says, "Before they spring forth, I tell you of them." Okay, so you got to remember back in Isaiah the 14th chapter, all right, when you read that, all right, remember Esau wants to be God. Okay, all right, this devil wants to be God. All right, literally, like everything that the Lord is doing, he's doing on his own terms. Okay, like I said, the Lord said Adam and Eve, Esau, Edom, he says Adam and Steve. Okay, all right, the Lord created the sun, the moon, the stars. Esau wants to destroy that, and now he's creating artificial stars. All right, literally, he's really doing that. Okay, this man is mad and crazy. Okay. The Lord, created the grass and everything. And what is he doing? He's spraying chemtrails. And, all the trees is dying. Or he taking all the trees down. And also he's spray painting the grass to give them a artificial color. Okay, so you could just see what these people are doing. They're literally trying to be God. All right. And then on top of that, all right, the Lord said he will make man in his own image. All right. Esau Edom, what he's doing, he's creating these chips. Okay, just like Cyberpunk. All right, you look at that video game. All right, they got the little chip, or you put it in the back of your neck or whatever, or in the back of your skull. Okay, and basically your soul is on that chip. All right, and they got this thing called sleeves. All right, I showed it in one of my past videos. They got these bodies, all right, these artificial bodies made from flesh, okay, made from flesh, grown, okay, in a lab. And what they plan on doing is when they plan on hipping everybody, okay, they're gonna store your consciousness or your spirit on that device, and then they're gonna slot it in a body. Okay, so that's him making man in his own image. All right.
Like you see here at the front, made out of real human tissue. We do that for immortality purposes. So for immortality purposes. So for immortality purposes. So for immortality purposes, so to speak. See here, it's called a cortical stack. The cortical stack is implanted into the base of the neck, and all of your information, like where you're from, all your experiences, your emotion, who you know, are downloaded onto a DHF called Digital Human Frame. The DHF can then be transferred into one of our organically made sleeves of your choice, and you can basically have your conscious mind but in a different physical body. So our sleeves typically last 1 to 100 years. We do different facial features, different body structures, anything you like. The sleeve can do any physical function that you can do, like run, eat, sleep, breathe, burn, drown, anything you can think of, the sleeve can do. So before we go on to phase 2, where we talk about different modifications, do we have any questions? We come out February 2nd, and we're based in San Francisco.
Correct? Yeah. Right. Excellent. So you all just learned your cortical stack. Your consciousness can shift to any sleeve of your choice. Now we have some sample sleeves in the back. Or you can choose the sleeve that you are in right now. Now we have modifications, enhancements of these sleeves. If you'd like to correct your vision or strengthen your body, we can produce that for you. Or you can choose from a 2018 catalog that Psychosect already produced sleeves. You have the option to choose between a man or woman sleeve. If you'd like to be a bit taller, a bit shorter, a bit darker, or a bit lighter, you can choose any ethnicity as you wish. Now, if your sleeve becomes damaged or too old for your liking, you can simply take your DHF, your consciousness, and shift it to another cortical stack of another sleeve of your choice. Now, you can think of these sleeves as luxury cars. Pick out your favorite make and model and take it for a spin. Now, ladies and gentlemen, there's many enhancements you can do to these sleeves. Gentlemen, many enhancements. Our final stage is a sleeve in storage. If you have a photograph or video camera, please don't forget to hashtag Psychosec. And if you're interested in this technology, we're releasing it February 2nd, 2018.
We have our presentation. This is Joel. He's one of our sleeves currently in storage. Please take lots of photos. If you post them, hashtag Psychosec. You may notice some moisture. That's an amniotic fluid that's being used to preserve his body while he's in storage. He has also attached a mask for nasal respiration, and the oral gastric tube is for nutrient delivery. Don't be shy. If you'd like to come close and feel, see the detail, you may. Just please be gentle so we don't bruise the body, but don't be shy. Please come close and feel.
Yeah, he's one good translation.
Come on, don't be shy. Please come closer.
All right, then on top of that, you got, this system as a whole. All right, things that they're pushing in the media, okay, in various industries, homosexuality, lesbianism, feminism, and so many things that they're pushing on the people, all right, to get you to conform to their image and what they want you to be. Okay, so these Edomites, okay, these so-called white people, man, all right, them elites mainly, they have a God complex. They want to be God. All right, so let me get Daniel. Let's get the book of Daniel. All right, so this is Daniel chapter, we'll start at 8, and we go to verse 23. All right, because this is coming to fruition, man. They're going to ban the scriptures, man, and they're going to start persecution very soon, man. All right, so this is Daniel chapter 8 and verse 23. It says, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, okay, and that's what our people, 2/3 of our people, or just a transgression in general of all the people of the earth. All right, they're committing wickedness every day. They exercising themselves in it. All right, they practice it every day and don't even realize what they're doing, and they love to do it. Okay, so pretty much there's a time limit, all right, or of them fulfilling their wickedness. All right, so it says, a king of fierce countenance and understanding dark sentences shall stand up. It says, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power. It says, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. Okay, so that's talking about Esau, Edom. That's what he's going to do. He's going to come down with great wrath. All right, going into Revelation. All right, because what? He know if he has a short time. So he's going to come down with his troops, all right, with his guns and all this technology, and start, gunning Jake down. All right. Okay, they coming for the Israelites, man. All right, you Israelites out there, man. Okay, but he's not going to be able to touch the elect, man. Okay, when it says the holy people, it's really talking about 2/3 of our people. All right, because even though they are Israelites by blood, but by spirit they're not. Okay, they're joined unto the system. All right, so it says, and through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. Okay, and what is his policies? His laws that he's passing. Okay, these decrees that he's enforcing. Okay, like you just saw the bill that they're trying to pass. All right, you can't speak against. All right, the small hats. Okay, and I have this quote. All right, the screenshot I took. Basically, it says, if you want to know who rules over you, all right, it's the people. It's the people that you can't speak against. Okay, those are the ones that rule over you. So it's plain and clear. Plain and clear. All right. They say there's a quote that what has it go? Something about a dog knows when he's bitten. Okay. So basically, if you're getting attacked, all right, you getting censored and things like that, they really you own to something. Okay. Basically meaning that it's the truth. You telling the truth, and they mad about it. So they trying to take your vids down. They trying to censor you. All right. And doing all this mess, man. Okay, so it says he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And who was all right, when Satan was in the garden, all right, and he was what did he do? He was crafty. That was one of his traits. He was crafty. So Esau, Edom, so-called white man, these elites, all right, they're crafty. Okay, so he says he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, which means what? He's very proud. He really think he's going to enforce in his new world order, and it's going to work. Okay, and it says, and by peace shall destroy many. Okay, and that's how he comes. Oh, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, don't worry about it, we got everything under control. Okay, we're here to bring peace, but by his actions, it's not the case. All right, by his actions, none of his ways is bringing peace, man. Okay, everything is evil that he's proposing. Okay, so it says, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, which is who? Yahweh Shah, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, man. Okay, which is ultimately down there, in the Middle East. Okay, so-called Middle East. All right, when the World War III starts, when they start fighting each other, all right, Yahweh Shah is going to come through with his angels. Okay, and then they're going to turn and try to fight the Lord. Okay. There's no so-called alien invasion, all right, the chariots, all right, so-called UFOs. That's what the Lord is coming back in, all right? A huge chariot, and it's going to cover the whole earth, man, and everybody's going to see it, all right? Which is going into Second Ezra. Okay, so it says, he shall stand up against the prince of princes, all right? And he's doing that now, all right, through his transgressions. Okay, it says, but he shall be broken without hand. Okay, that goes back to Second Ezra as well. All right, the Lord said he shall lift up neither hand nor sword. All right, but a blast of fire shall come out of his mouth. All right, referring to those chariots. Okay, with them laser beams. That laser beam come out is going to destroy them with ease. Okay, it says the vision of the evening and in the morning which were told is true. Wherefore shut thou up the vision, for it shall be for many days. So this was a vision that Daniel seen. Okay, and it says, verse 27, and I, Daniel, fainted and was sick certain days afterward. I rose up and did the king's business, and I was astonished at the vision, but none understood it. So back then, all right, the ancient prophets back then, they didn't understand this, the visions that they were seeing. Okay, but it was for us to understand now in these times. All right, because we're living in the last days. All right, so let's get Isaiah chapter 29. Okay, and verse 21. All right, so this is Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 20. Let me see, 21. It says, that make a man an offender for a word, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate. Okay, so what does that mean? All right, so Esau Edom, all right, what he's doing, he's trying to make you an offender for a word, meaning that the certain words that you speak, all right, or certain things that you speak, he's going to make you an offender, all right, for him to come down, arrest you, all right. And then it says, and lay a snare for him that reproveth, which means corrective, in the gate. Okay, and what's that snare? All right, meaning that he's gonna set up traps. All right, I remember my last couple videos are basically called the apocalypse or something like that, something along that lines. Apocalypse coming soon or something like that. Basically, they were showing off this robot. Okay, and basically what they did is they through their AI technology, this AI technology is able to create videos, all right, that look very realistic. Okay.
Now, I'm sure by now you know that OpenAI's ChatGPT changed the world when they introduced their AI writing prompt. And then a few weeks ago, OpenAI introduced Sora, which is like ChatGPT, but it's used for creating hyper-realistic videos, which in and of itself will change the world once it becomes publicly available. The kind of videos it can make are almost indistinguishable from reality.
You couldn't even tell a difference, all right, if it was real or fake. Okay, meaning that they're gonna create some type of there's something to happen to where they're gonna label us as terrorists, all right, and we're gonna be labeled as the biggest threat. They're gonna create a lie. Okay, that's what they're gonna do, which is what, a trap. Okay, they even got AI technology that can mimic your voice. Okay.
Jeff, this is my first Honest conference, and I'm doing it because you said how great the crowd is here.
So Todd, we love you, and this is a safe space. You can let the truth out now. Why did you want to make this game, Sarver? Why did you want to create a new world?
We have dreamt of a game where we can truly break the creation engine in every aspect. Once you've all upgraded your PCs, you'll be able to explore thousands of barren planets where a real sense of loneliness will start setting in. I mean, we tried to do something new where you could explore with complete freedom in the galaxy. But something's wrong with the game, and I can't quite put my finger on it.
It can't be all that bad, though, Todd.
Well, crafting is worse, outposts are worse, companions will constantly moan at you, perks are worse, there's fewer gear slots. You know, I could go on and on. Can you imagine 16 times the loading screens, though?
Yeah, I wish I could talk about the loading screens. And it's quite an experience, and I know everyone here is very excited to experience it soon. So, Todd, what bugs did you bring to HonestCon?
Yeah, it's really cool. We've built a 300-person seat theater where we're constantly looping bugs from the game.
And what's the experience like?
Well, to be honest, it's a real nightmare. They're going to need to buckle up, and it's 2 hours they'll never get back. And I see a lot of things on the internet. I'm not sure that's real.
Let's move on to Quest then. Could you give us an example of what that's like?
Yeah, Jeff. As an example of a quest, you'll go to a star yard, talk to a lady, need to fetch a beverage, 10 loading screens later, and you've got a beverage.
Okay, and then I got AI that can create videos. Okay, they could put that on the news. All right, the news anchor will create a story, and people will believe it. Okay, so yeah, that persecution is coming, man. So it says, and lay a snare for him that reproveth in the gate, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. Okay, so that's what they're gonna do, man. All right, so let's get another one. Let's get Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. All right. It's New Testament. Yeah. Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. Okay. So it says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty. It says, but thou art rich. Okay. And what does that mean by rich? All right. Past couple videos ago, I said, all right, I proven, all right, that the riches is this knowledge. Okay. You can go to the book of Proverbs to talk about the riches. All right. That this knowledge is as riches, or is as silver and gold. Okay. So it says, I know thy works and tribulation and poverty. All right. Are those small hats down there in Israel today? Are they going through poverty? Are they going through tribulation? All right. What are their works? Okay. Their works is wickedness. All right. They're messing around with little boys. All right. Doing child sacrifices. Okay. They're the richest people on this planet, damn near. Okay. They get paid millions or billions of dollars every month. Okay. And America just protecting them, man. Okay, so they're not the people. They don't fit the prophecies. They're not the Israelites that the Bible speaks of. Okay. All right, they're liars. All right, as it says right here. So it says, I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. So there you go, man. All right, they own the synagogues, and you know what they do up in there, man. Okay, worshiping Satan, man. All right. I got the screenshot, all right, of this this so-called Jew, right? He said that basically that Satan works through them, you know, just paraphrasing. You'll see it, you know, I put it up on screen for you so you can see it. All right, so it says, verse 10, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. So yeah, persecution is coming. Okay, they telling you, you're sitting right in front of your face, man. Okay, but our people, you know, they still gonna BS and play around with this thing, you know, straddling the fence, not taking this truth seriously until it comes, man. And by then it's gonna be too late. Okay, so who's the devil? All right, Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. You see? All right, if it was that obvious, all right, they would have been burning Bibles. Okay, because when Vladimir Putin brought out the artifacts and the paintings of the true depictions of the prophets and the Messiah, all right, of being men of color, all right, then these so-called white people, they start burning Bibles, man. Okay, if it was that obvious, they would have been done away with this book, man. Okay, the scriptures called this book a mystery. All right, the knowledge of this book is a mystery. All right, so now that the seals is broken, all right, we got the Holy Spirit, we're able to understand it. Now we see what the scriptures is really talking about. Okay, so it says, fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. It says, or which basically means for a certain period of time. It says, be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Okay, so yeah, we got to be faithful unto death, man. All right, we got to be prepared for these things that's going to come. You know, as brothers say, you know, expect the worst, but hope for the best. Prepare your mind for the worst, but hope for the best. Okay, so this is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. Okay, and like I said in my last video, man, this place is filled with lies. All right, deceit, deception. All right, everything that's that these devils got their face on. All right, like the Jack Daniels wine. I mean, whiskey. It was whiskey. You know, they got Jack Daniels up there as the face of the creator of that wine, but meanwhile, he learned it from Jake. All right, so-called black man. Okay, you know, they just steal, take, lie, and destroy. That's what this place is, man. All right, it says the working of Satan, after the working of Satan, which means what? Satan works through them. All right, I got a screenshot that says that. Okay, that Satan is our guide, and basically we are his disciples. All right, and he basically works through these people, man. Okay, you see that? So it says, with all power and signs and lying wonders, and with all deceivableness and unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. Okay, it says, and for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusion, that they should believe a lie. And, all right, and who else is that? That's also including our own people, 2/3. Okay, they believe that, you know, that this place gonna last forever. All right, they trust in this place. How do we know that? By their works. Okay, feminism, lesbianism, homosexuality. All right, eating abominable foods. All right, putting their heart, soul, and body into their job, into their money. Okay, into this place. All right, they're not looking forward to the kingdom of heaven. They're not looking forward to the destruction of Babylon the Great, aka America. All right, in these kingdoms. All right, they're looking to stay here, man. Okay, so they're gonna believe a lie. All right, so the Lord said He sent them a strong delusion. Okay, and that's deep, man. So let's get that, man. That's deep. All right, so let's get Psalm. Let's get the book of Psalm, chapter 32. Okay, in verse 2. It says, all right, so here it is. It says, blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth. All right, and when you look up that word imputeth in a blue letter Bible or a dictionary, all right, that means to hold accountable. Okay, so basically the Lord is going to have certain people, He's going to hold them accountable for their sins. Okay, He's not going to allow them to see the truth. He's not going to allow them to see, you know, what's going on, man. All right, the Lord going to keep them in that delusion so He can destroy them because He's holding them accountable for their sins. All right, you know why? Because what we had past lives. Okay, all right, reincarnation exists. Okay, you can read that in the book of Ecclesiastes. Right? Okay, basically everything works in a cycle. You come back. Okay, so let's read on. It says, verse 2, blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity. It says, and in whose spirit there is no guile. Okay, so it says, blessed is the man unto whom the Lord imputeth not iniquity. So he's going to basically pardon you for your sins, man. All right, then, you know, it's point blank period. Okay, so let's get one more. Let's get Romans. Get the book of Romans. All right, book of Romans, chapter 4. You know, in verse 6. All right, so it says, verse 6. It says, even as David also describeth the blessedness of the man unto whom the Most High imputeth righteousness without works. It says, saying, blessed are they whose iniquities are forgiven and whose sins are covered. You see that? So it was ordained. So there's men, women, and children on the earth, all right, that are ordained, all right, to make it. All right. There's men that are on earth that are made to die. Okay. So it's all set up from the beginning. All right. That's why it's called a script. The scriptures. Hello. Okay. All right. So it's basically telling you the beginning and the end. All right. It's point blank period. All right. You don't even have to go this deep to understand that. All right. Just the fact that it's called the scriptures in general. All right. But, you know, like it says in the scriptures, man, you know, our people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Okay. So it says, let's read it again. Even as David also describeth, it says, the blessedness of the man unto whom the Most High imputeth righteousness. All right. Which means that He's going to put righteousness or make all right, the elect basically imputed for righteousness without works. Okay, without works. You see that? So it's just point blank period, man. It's plain. Okay. Let's get Romans chapter 9. Okay, Romans chapter 9 and verse 11. It says, for the children being not yet born. All right, so this is talking about going back to Genesis, talk about Jacob and Esau, right? Genesis, the 25th chapter, you can read down there. All right, or a bit earlier. All right, where it talks about Jacob and Esau. All right, you need to read that. All right, so it says, for the children being not yet born, it says, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand. You see that? So the Lord purposed Jacob, all right, to get the kingdom, all right, and Esau to basically give us the birthright. Okay, it was made that way. All right, the Lord wanted that to happen that way. You see? So it says that the purpose of the Most High according to election might stand, not of works, but of him that calleth. All right, so the Lord called us, man. It says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. All right, and who was the elder? All right, Esau came out first. All right, the so-called white man. All right, those are your forefathers, man. Okay, you came out first. And it says, the elder shall serve the younger. So yeah, you're going to be put in captivity and you're going to serve us. It says, as it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You see that? That's plain point. All right, that's plain, man. All right, so the Lord doesn't love everybody. All right, the Lord said he hates Esau. He hates you people, man. Okay, it says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? Okay, so just because the Lord hates these Edomites, all right, so-called white man, all right, not according to skin color, but according to what? Bloodline. Okay, your father, all right, determines who you are, okay? Your father, so-called black, Hispanic, Native American, or anybody that's on that sign, okay, you're an Israelite. All right, but if not, then hey, you going into captivity, man. Okay, that includes the other nations because they took a hand in our captivity as well. But it says, but Esau have I hated. It says, what shall we say then? Is there unrighteousness with the Most High? God forbid. It says, for he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy. All right, basically means the Lord gonna do what he want to do. All right, if the Lord don't like a certain people, that's just what it is. What you gonna do about it? Okay. All right, you can whine, bitch, and complain all you want to. All right, you there coons out there, man. Or you boot-looking coons. All right, you women, you divestors. What you gonna do? Okay, you want to join him? Okay, you gonna die right along with him. All right, since you love your master so much. It says, for he saith to Moses, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy, and I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion. So then it is not of him that willeth. All right, so it's not of man's will. All right, it says, nor of him that runneth, but of the Most High that showeth mercy. You see that? Okay, so if you can understand these scriptures, all right, you can understand what I'm bringing out, okay, and what the prophets is bringing out, all right, and you believe on that, that's mercy from the Lord, man. Okay, and if you can't understand it, hey, the Lord is just imputing you, all right, to your inevitable death. Okay, ultimately. Okay, so that's plain. All right, so let's read on. So it says, verse 17, for the scripture saith unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. So that's going back to what? The time of Egypt. All right, what does scripture say? It says that the Most High, that the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart. Okay, he hardened his heart, meaning what? He made him hard-headed to not let his people go. Okay, and he only did that so he could show his power. That's what that said. All right, so it says, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee. All right, and that's also going with Moses. All right, when he went out there and prophesied. All right, telling him to let his people go. All right, the staff turning into a serpent. Okay. All right, so it says turning the water into blood. Okay, making a hail. All right, and fire come down from heaven. All right, and all these plagues. All right, that Moses did unto Egypt. All right, so it says, even for this same purpose I have raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. It says, therefore have he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will hardeneth. Okay, you see? It says, thou wilt say unto me, why doeth he yet find fault, for who hath resisted his will? All right, meaning, hey, man, if the Lord wants you to die, you're going to die, man. All right, the Lord don't want you to get it, you're not going to get it. If he wants you to get it, you're going to get it. Okay? So you can't resist the Lord's will. All right. The Lord said that this place is going to go down. All right. By missiles, nuclear missiles. That's what's going to happen. You can't stop it. World War III is going to happen. You can't stop it. Civil War is going to happen. You can't stop it. A famine is coming. You can't stop it. Okay. All that's coming here, man. And more. All right. You can't stop the prophecies, man. All right. You're just going to see it. You're going to keep denying it. But hey, sooner or later, you're going to be faced. Hey, head to head, face to face, all right, with the destruction that's coming, And you're going to believe it regardless, man. Okay? So let's get Jeremiah chapter 1. All right, let's get Jeremiah chapter 1 and start at verse 4. It says, Then the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee. Okay, so this is the Lord speaking. All right, he said, Before I formed you in the belly, before you were born, okay, I knew thee. It says, Before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee. All right, what, your beginning and your end. All right, whether it's everlasting life or whether it's destruction. Okay, and it says, And I ordained thee. Let me go back. And before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctified thee, and I ordained thee a prophet unto the nations. So the Lord created Jeremiah to be a prophet. Okay, you see, it's plain and simple, man. You can't say you got free will. I do what I want to do. Okay, that's not in the scriptures, man. Okay, you don't have free will. All right, the Lord controls all this, man. All right, so let's get 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 12. All right, it says, But these as natural brute beast. Okay, what do they say in the world? Oh, I'm on my demon time, beast mode. Okay, it says, But these as natural brute beasts. So this is talking about people. All right, these average people out here, they're natural brute beasts. And why does it say natural? Which means what? To be of the flesh. Okay, when you look up the word natural, to be of the flesh. All right, the things that you can taste, smell, hear. All right, and things like that, things of the physical. All right, the scriptures say carnal, to be carnal minded is death. All right, which what means to be of the flesh. Okay, but what to be spiritual is what? Everlasting life. Okay, and this is a spiritual book. So there's people out there, all right, the majority of our people, 2/3, they're spiritually discerned. They can't understand these scriptures, no matter how much we break it down to them. Okay, so this scripture right here, it says, But these as natural brute beast. All right, that's 2/3 of our people. That's these heathens. And also especially Esau Edom, the so-called white man. He can't understand this, man. It says, As natural brute beasts made to be taken and destroyed. So the Lord created them to be destroyed. Okay, speak evil of things that they understand not. Yeah, they don't understand what they do. They're doing all this evil crap and they don't even understand it, man. They don't have no knowledge of what they're doing. All right, especially when it comes to that damn pork, man. All right, you eat that stuff and you got all kinds of parasites in you, man. No matter how much you cook that mess, man. Okay, those worms are hard to kill. All right, when you read about that. All right, Lord will I go into a lesson on that. Okay, but our people are ignorant. They don't want to hear it. They just love slumber. They love to sleep. They love to be ignorant. Okay, so it says, Made to be taken and destroyed, speak evil of things that they understand not. Homosexuality, feminism, so stupid, don't even make sense, man. Okay, it says, And shall utterly perish in their own corruption, and shall receive the reward of their unrighteousness. It says, As they have count it pleasure to riot in the daytime, spots they are and blemishes, sporting themselves with their own deceivings while they feast with you. Yeah, so they think it's a game. All right, they happy. They smile about it. They laugh about it. I cheated on my husband last night. I slept with my husband's brother. I slept with his uncle. All right, all these foolish things, man. All right, like you see it on YouTube. All right, them street interviews. They ask them, what's the worst thing they ever done that you would never tell your parents, or that you would never tell your husband, and they'll bring it out, man, and then I'll laugh about it. You see, so they sport themselves, man. It says, verse 14, having eyes full of adultery, and that's the main. This transgression right here, adultery. All right, which means to sleep. All right, with another man's woman. All right, or a woman sleeping with another man while she has a husband. Okay, that is just the top number one sin on this planet, man. Okay, it says they cannot cease from sin, begulling, all right, unstable souls, which begulling means lying, unstable souls. It says, and heart, which means a mind, they have exercised with covetous practices, cursed children. So yeah, man, you're cursed, man. It says, which have forsaken the right way and are gone astray, following the way of Balaam. All right, and who's pushing that way? Esau, Edom, so-called white man. They're in rulership. They pushing this mess upon the people. It says the son of Basra, who loved the wages of unrighteousness. It says, but was rebuked for his iniquity, the dumb ass. So yeah, you people, all right, you 2/3, all right, you other nations that push those false doctrines, man, you're a dumbass, man. Okay, it's in the scriptures. The dumb ass speaking with man's voice forbade the madness of the prophets. So yeah, we look crazy. All right, when we're out there preaching on the highways and byways, when we make these videos, all right, they consider us mad, which means to be crazy. All right, so it says with man's voice forbade, which means they left it. All right, they stayed away from that man. All right, the prophets. It says forbade the madness of the prophets. You see, it says these are wells without water, clouds that are carried with a tempest, to whom the mist of darkness is reserved forever. So yeah, our people are in darkness, man, and they can't see the light, man. So they're gonna have to die. The Lord's gonna get rid of these people. All right, and Esau, Edom, you're gonna pay. All right, you're gonna pay. Everybody's gonna receive their reward, man. All right, for what they did. Okay, especially you Edomites, man. The Lord got a lot of great judgments, all right, coming to you Edomites. You know, especially in captivity. Your captivity is gonna look like, no, our captivity is gonna look like a cakewalk compared to yours. It's gonna look like a fun fair. Like our captivity is not gonna be nothing. Your captivity is gonna be nothing compared. All right. You know, to ours, man. Okay, you're gonna get it so bad, man. Okay, so this is Hebrews chapter 10 and verse 31. We're gonna end it off with this. All right, so it says, it is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. You see, so yeah, it's a fearful thing. All right, the Lord is a king of terrors. You know, our people, man, they don't fear the Lord, man. They don't fear him. Okay, you know, they're trapped in their delusions. They think that, you know, they just free will and they do whatever they want to do and nothing's gonna happen to them. You know, women, the men, the children, they gonna die, man. You know, but you know, it's a fearful thing, man. Okay, the Lord is controlling all this. All right, but hey, his remnant, you know, Lord willing, not be at that number. You know, he's gonna protect. All right, so anyway, keep your eye on the news. All right, be circumspect. Okay, you know, expect the worst, hope for the best, pray. All right, do the things you need to do. All right, to make your call in the election sure. All right, keep the commandments to the best of your ability. You know, and hey, I hope this was edifying unto the elect. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakwagash, and Shalom.